Yo, what's up, Raider Nation? We got some roster moves that happen, and they're not the biggest thing in the world, but they're substantial, and they have an impact on our team. Right here, Aaron Wilson is reporting that Nick Bowers, the tight end, and Roderick Teamer, the safety, have been signed to their exclusive rights tender. Basically, another team has to match the amount that we match in order to take them away from our team. So expect these two people to make the 53-man roster. You're going to have Nick Bowers as your third-string tight end, and Teamer as the backup free safety, and he did also play a little bit of strong safety when Jonathan Abram went out last year. So, I mean, you got Duran Harmon out there in the safety group, Jonathan Abram, Trayvon Merring, Dallin Levitt, and now Roderick Teamer. It's becoming a crowded room, so it'd be an interesting camp battle to happen with strong safety. Who knows? We know that Abram versus Duran Harmon, it is going to be a significant camp battle. From my perspective, I think there's a real training camp battle there, and we'll see who ends up becoming the starter. The Raiders also cut the tackle Kamal Seymour with the non-football injury designation. Nothing too big. We know the tackle room is not that crowded. We have Colton Miller, Illuminor, and Brandon Parker, so we'll see what happens. And maybe that increases the likelihood that we end up drafting a quarterback, that we end up drafting a tackle with one of our draft picks. Sorry, I'm just so stuck in a cornerback mode. But hey, I need to get into defensive end mode because Field Yates has reported that the Raiders have signed Tashawn Bower, the defensive end. Now, Tashawn Bower spent some time in New England. He was on their practice squad and also was waived on their roster in 2020. So technically 2 years with New England, 2019 and 2020. And last year he spent time on the Minnesota Vikings practice squad. So you got some defensive end help. Who knows? Maybe this guy's going to have a camp battle with somebody like Malcolm Kuntz. And to be completely honest, Tashawn Bower, since he does have some experience with New England, probably has a few steps ahead with the scheme than somebody like Malcolm Kuntz. So that'll be an interesting battle to see there. Bower, Kuntz, and you got Farrell and obviously Max Crosby in that defensive end room. In other words, this is another thing I want to talk to you guys about, which is the fact that the NFL is really changing. I mean, for the longest time, teams valued draft picks and just used them to build their team to reach a Super Bowl, and it was usually the best teams that kept their draft picks and drafted very well. But now, 75% of the NFL teams have a first-round pick this year, 24 out of 32, and that's the lowest number in 42 years. So 25% of the teams do not have a first-round pick this year, and this is unprecedented. Think about it. The NFL really only started in the 70s, right? So basically, from my whole lifetime watching the NFL, this is the fewest amount of first-round picks held by a team. So I just want to say this Davante Adams move that we made is not something unusual. It's not like we gave up tons of resources for a receiver. It's actually becoming more common, and it's actually the status quo of the NFL as you see more teams stray away from investing in a first-round pick to lead their team, because we've seen what happens in that situation. You invest a first-round pick in Damon Arnett. What does that get you? You invest a first-round pick in Henry Ruggs. What does that get you? You invest a first-round pick in Jonathan Abram and Cleveland Farrell. What does that get you? Rather than taking that first-round pick and trading it to a team for some proven talent, right? That's the trend of the NFL these days, and we're going to see if this continues. Maybe half the league will not have a first-round pick next year if it's already 25%. So I think that's pretty intense. And, hey, we are making moves right now. The Raiders are making money moves. We're trimming up the roster. We know that people are meeting for the voluntary workout. So who knows? Maybe the fact that, maybe Roderick Teamer and Nick Bowers showed up to the voluntary workouts, and that allowed the Raiders to say, hey, you know what? We want to place the exclusive rights tender on these guys for sure. And maybe Kamal Seymour didn't show up. We don't know for sure. If he has a non-football injury designation, then maybe he had to call out and was sick or something. But we'll keep you up to date on everything that's happening here. Make sure to like this video if you watch it all the way through, and subscribe to this channel to get more Raiders news, updates, and films and all kinds of stuff. My name is WiFiWillie with the Raiders Rundown. You peace out and you have a good one.